Hello friends, good morning to all of you. I am going to discuss a special test particularly for MSc students. Those who are going to get MSc, all the students of MSc, friends, you all are very well know that there is an inorganic qualitative analysis in our MSc syllabus, right? So in inorganic qualitative analysis, as you learned so many streams and so many radicals, negatively charged radicals and positive cations in the same inorganic qualitative mixtures. But especially in MSc, you will find out some more schemes in inorganic qualitative analysis are included in your syllabus. Among these, in inorganic qualitative analysis, there are insoluble phosphate scheme. Second one is insoluble halide scheme. Third one is insoluble sulfate scheme. So these three schemes and moreover insoluble oxide scheme. I mean all these four insoluble schemes are already been a part of our syllabus. So we should know and we should learn this about these schemes, how to remove phosphate from the inorganic qualitative mixture. It is because you all are given in inorganic qualitative mixtures, there are 8 radicals included in these mixtures. There are 6 radicals including single rare element in the same mixture. Number of negative radicals are there. So if the mixture is insoluble, because all the mixtures are insoluble in water as well as dilute acid. So there are phosphate, arsenate, carbonate, sulfide and oxide must be present in your inorganic qualitative mixture. Rather than it is one of this radical, two of these all insoluble radicals. As we know that if we are given insoluble phosphate today in this inorganic qualitative mixture, so a question is that how we should go ahead during this inorganic qualitative analysis. So first you have to start inorganic qualitative analysis from primary test, then dry test for positive radicals, then dry test for negative radicals, then some specific test of phosphate, arsenate and arsenite, then a special test for Fe+2 or Fe+3, and then water extract. But a question is that if there is a yellow PPTs in phosphate test, I mean if you take a mixture in a test tube and make a solution in concentrated HCl, then add concentrated HNO3, heat it and then cool, then add ammonium molybdenum, and if you get yellow PPTs in the test tube, in the solution, then we can say that phosphate, arsenate and arsenite may be present. So if we get this test with ammonium molybdenum, then we should know that we have to remove this phosphate during group separation after second group. I mean, if phosphate is present in this mixture, if you are given insoluble phosphate in this inorganic qualitative mixture, then you have to remove phosphate after the second group in the group separation table. So, the removal of phosphate by zirconium nitrate method, which is known as insoluble phosphate scheme, right? So I have tried to understand and I have tried to learn you all the friends that what is insoluble phosphate scheme, right? Now I am just going to try to show you insoluble phosphate scheme, how to remove PO4 minus 3 ions from the original solution OS, right? Now I would like to say you all the friends that today what I am going to show you all the friends, that is insoluble phosphate scheme, and I have read it from this book. This is Inorganic Qualitative Analysis. It is one of the best in the world for inorganic qualitative analysis by A.I. Vogel. So I recommend you all the friends to show this book minimum once. Now this is OS, which is prepared by the evaporation of this mixture with concentrated HCl in porcelain dish and then dilute with diluted HCl or distilled water. So this is OS, original solution. Now in this solution we have to add solid NH4Cl, solid ammonium chloride, then heat the mixture. And then add zirconium nitrate to this. You can see with the addition of zirconium nitrate, PO4 minus 3, I mean phosphate, is precipitates. Phosphate is reacted with this zirconium nitrate to give zirconium phosphate. So this is nothing but the white precipitates of zirconium phosphate. Do completely precipitation by adding slight excess of zirconium nitrate till all the phosphates in the solution reacted with this zirconium nitrate. Now filter this PPTs in funnel with the help of Whatman filter paper, Whatman number 2 filter paper, right? Then wash the PPTs with distilled water. You can see the filtration of zirconium phosphate. So friends, this is known as filtrate, while this is precipitates. So I have removed all the phosphate by the filtration, and this is filtrate. Now this filtrate is free from phosphate, and now we are go ahead in the third A group. In third A, add again solid NH4Cl, and then 6 normal NH4OH. If third group present, you can see we get white PPT in third group. Now it is exactly the white PPTs of the cations of third A group, right? Similarly, you can go for third B group, for fourth group, 5A group and 5B group. Friends, you all know that a question is arise in our mind that if we don't remove this phosphate from the original solution, then what will happen? Then I answer that if we don't remove the phosphate from the original solution, then due to the less solubility of phosphate, very less solubility of phosphate in the group, in the basic medium. So phosphate is very less soluble in the basic medium. And as you know that after second group, from third group to fifth B group, all the groups are basic medium. So if we don't remove phosphate from the solution, then this phosphate may be precipitate out with ammonia to give ammonium phosphate, and we might be misguided. in a particular group. So, for the solution for this problem, we should remove the phosphate from the original solution after second group, right? And this type of process, this type of method to remove phosphate from the solution is known as insoluble phosphate scheme. Dear friends, I hope that you may like this practical video. I have tried for you all the friends of this region, but I am going to put my more videos about insoluble halide scheme, insoluble sulfate scheme, insoluble oxide scheme, and so many schemes for you all the friends for inorganic qualitative analysis. I hope again you do like this video, and if you like this video, please comments me more and more views, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.